In the news, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu vows to crash fuel price, eliminates hardship. Stand Up for Women's Society joins the rest of the world in 16 days of activism against gender-based violence. Niger runs its biggest solar power plant, generates 30 megawatts of electricity. In sports, Rivers United trash Angola's Academica do Lobito in the CAF Confederation Cup in Rio. This is the MLC TV Global News reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the confluence state of Nigeria. I am Jennifer Odimayo. Thanks for joining us. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has vowed to find a lasting solution to the socio-economic and political problems facing Nigerians. He made this statement at the 11th convocation ceremony of the Michael Okpara University of Agriculture, Umudike, Abia State, where 4 sets of graduates participated in the ceremony. Tinubu, who was represented by the Executive Secretary of the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria, Professor Garba Sharubutu, emphasized that his government is working on dealing with the root cause of the problem and not just the symptoms. He assured the nation that the current exorbitant price of fuel would crash when the local refineries come on stream. This is coming 6 months after his declaration that the Port Harcourt refinery would resume operation by December 2023 upon assumption to office on May 29th. On the issue of insecurity, which Tinubu identified as a major challenge in Nigeria, he promised that it will soon become history. However, he urged Nigerians to support and cooperate with his government in implementing the various solutions that are applying to address the present hardships. Tinubu commended the Michael Okpara University of Agriculture, Umudike, for its academic and infrastructural development despite the many challenges facing the nation. He also emphasized the critical role of universities of agriculture in the nation's quest for food security. The federal government has announced the introduction of a policy that mandates all vehicle owners to obtain a Proof of Ownership Certificate (POC). Unveiling the new policy at the Bagoda Kauto Press Center, Alausa, Lagos, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Transportation, Engineer Abdul Hafiz Doriola, said the certificate, which will come into force in Lagos State in July, and that it would be part of requirements to be renewed annually. Speaking about the new policy, Toriola explained that the POC policy would affect all classes of vehicles from motorcycle to tricycle to mini vehicles, saloon cars, all classes of trucks, articulated vehicles, and such likes that conveys people or products from one point to the other. Toriola said the certificate will contain vital information including vehicles, registration details such as license number plates, model, year of manufacture, in addition to owner's name and address. Prior to this new policy, Nigerians only obtain proof of ownership when they purchase a used vehicle or change the engine of their vehicle. According to him, all states of the Federation are expected to begin the implementation of the new policy, and each vehicle owner is expected to pay a minimum of 1,000 naira to procure the document. The Stand Up for Women's Society has joined the rest of the world in the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence. The members, led by the International President Barrister Bura Adetona, said among the association's objective is fighting against all forms of women mauled and maltreatment. She called for stiff penalties against those who committed injustice against women. The members, who took to the streets of Abuja with placards with different requests to make life better for women, also called for more women's inclusion in good governance. Our reporter has more.
It's 16 days of activism against gender-based violence, and the Stand Up for Women's Society has on its part called on the leaders at various quarters to stand firm to fight violence against women and the girl children. The international president of SWS, Barrister Bura Adetona, who led all women of association across the 36 states and the FCT, with international delegates converged in Abuja for a road walk, carrying placards with inscriptions like break the bias, support women liberation, no to human trafficking, stop violence against women, no more rape. Others are no violence against persons prohibitions law. The future is female, therefore support the female gender, women's representation in governance, and unlocking the power of women for nation building among others. From the center city of Natako to Gaki, the women sang solidarity songs.
We no go tire, society race. We no go tire, I no go tire. Society race, we no go tire.
The international president barrister Bura, through a telephone conversation, advocates for more women in governance, as well as providing adequate security and implementation of laws that help to fight injustice served on women, because an injury to one woman is an injury to all.
Stand up for women's society, lend a voice, and call for the prevention and elimination of violence against women and girls. We recognize that one organization working in isolation cannot achieve much. Thus, we have formed partnership to address gender-based violence in a focused manner. We can say that 20 states, including the Federal Capital Territory, have adopted the Violence Against Persons Prohibition (VAP) Act of 2015 in an effort to provide more protection under the law for women. Thus far, 6 states are awaiting execution assent. Can we say? Though federal and state Ministry of Women Affairs and National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons (NAPTIP) and civil society and humanitarian organizations have made efforts to address this crisis. It remains a deep-rooted challenge. There should be continuous review of the existing policies and law on GBV in order to accommodate best practice of GBV strategies in nipping this scourge in the bud. We are calling on all governments to make commitments and undertake policy action around 4 key action areas if really we want to work on this women violence. We are looking at the area of funds to prevent and response and collection to see that this attitude and this act is curbed and eradicated completely.
Executive members of the Stand Up for Women Society from Borno, Ondo, Osun, and Imo State calls for conscious effort of the federal and state government to put an end to many atrocities and crimes committed against women and the girl children in rural and urban societies.
We have a lot of potentials that we should be given the rightful position. When you say women, when we are not in policy making, that means nobody is going to represent us to say out our problems. But when we have more women in in elective positions, I think women will sit down and discuss the issues of other fellow women like her. And secondly, I want to talk to the whole world, the men, because it's like the world is masculine, which is very wrong. We are all born together equally. We have all the potential that it takes. Because there is an adage that says, if you train a woman, you train the whole nation. And that is why we are here today in the city of Abuja to tell the whole world. We would have done this at the Legislative House early in the morning, but unfortunately we couldn't. But we are sending out our messages to the whole world to know that women are very, very important, and we are advocate that a woman's right is a woman's right. Where you find out that women are being relegated at the background, we will not take any longer. Initially, the government passed in a bill of 35% affirmative action, which was not done. Now we are not even asking for 35. We want 50%.
Give birth to children, we take care of them, we take them to school, we educate them, we do everything in the house. But we don't want us to be relegated in the society. Just like what my sister have said, that in the society or among the leaders and among the political groups, They normally relegate us after being appointed. They will leave the women. They will not give us any position. That is the reason why we are saying enough is enough. They should give us our bona fide position in the country.
What we are asking for, we want our men to give us our rights as women in Nigeria, particularly. And we are here in Abuja. We bombard Abuja in order to let the whole world know that we are here, we are there. Women we are brilliant. Women are wonderful. So we want everybody, all nations, to know that we are on our stand. We are no more in the corner. We are no more in the kitchen.
We are advocating for women involvement in governance. We are advocating that women should give a voice for the good government. We are advocating for the voice of women to be heard, because women are the pillars. Women stands for so many things in the society. In any place where you didn't have a woman, you know that home or that society cannot move forward. Whenever you have a woman in the home is complete. So we are saying that women should be given the right for governance.
They called on women to brave up to face the reality of life by standing for one another to make the change they desire. The 16 days began on Saturday, 25th November to Sunday, 10th December 2023, with a theme, Invest to Prevent Violence Against Women and Girls. I am Dorcas Anyopoju, reporting for MLC TV.
We go on a short break now. We'll be right back.
Malachite TV Online is here. For your timely and reliable news that reaches you fast with the breaking news, choose MLC TV. Get human interest stories right here on MLC TV with entertainment, sports, business, culture, tourism, and fashion news stories all featured on MLC TV. Not forgetting political and current affairs news, state and federal government and people's matters will be discussed regularly on MLC TV. MLC TV, your one-stop online destination for unbiased, accurate news, entrepreneur ideas, and youth matters to the rest of the world. MLC TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone.
Welcome back. In a resounding triumph at the recently concluded Triennial Delegates Conference in Abuja, Aisha Bura, hailing from Borno State, has been elected as the new president of the Nigerian Association of Women Journalists, NAWOJ. Bura secured a decisive victory, amassing 498 votes in the election, surpassing the incumbent Ladi Bala, who garnered 381 votes. Notably, 3 votes were declared void. Our reporter tells us more.
Before the election was a lecture to charge women on their roles in society. Women journalists in their hundreds from across the 36 states, including the Federal Capital Territory, FCT Abuja, converge on the premises of the Women's Center Abuja to elect the new set of national executives during the 11th Triennial Delegates Conference. The ex-leaders of NAWOJ, past and present NUJ national presidents were present. They charge and encourage practicing women journalists to use their profession to build a nation.
Let the losers also know that it's a sport. You win some, you lose some. Thank you very much and congratulations. I hereby declare the national conference open. To lead an association, to lead a union, to lead an institution is not a tea party. It's not a child's play. The fact that this gathering of women have gathered from across Nigeria is a clear testament to the fact that NAWOJ is working. I want to in the same way and express our profound appreciation to leaders of NAWOJ, this event is not only a testimony to the democratic principles entrenched in NAWOJ, but also an opportunity for fresh perspectives and innovative leadership to emerge. NAWOJ, as women arm of the NUJ, and of course a proud affiliate of the NUJ, occupies a unique space in our media landscape. Together, our unified voice has the power to instigate positive change.
The immediate past national president of NAWOJ, Ladi Bala, used the occasion to enumerate achievements attained under her watch.
3 years ago, we went around and promised NAWOJians that we are going to take NAWOJ from where it is to a higher ground. And to the glory of God, today the evidence are found for everyone to see. That what is all that we have been talking about. Action Aid is here to testify of how they have supported NAWOJ. The office that today we are celebrating is as a result of partnership with Action Aid. They paid Pademba and NAWOJ broadcasting. And we leverage on the goodwill of the people that we have around. For us to obtain that office, the former minister of state FCT, I salute her today. And today, they are happy. Each and one committee now is celebrated because of how they have followed their own principle, their own technique of transparency, of integrity, and accountability. Please, let's motivate ourselves well. At the end of the day, it's all about NAWOJ. The interest of NAWOJ must come first above personal interest. And anybody that loves NAWOJ, we want to ensure that NAWOJ stands strong. We must not pull down this house that our forebearers have made the foundation for. We must not do that. Please, let's work as sisters and build a strong NAWOJ that will uplift all of us.
A veteran broadcaster, Moji Makajola, also encouraged NAWOJ as a body on the way forward.
Yes, the media has a role to play in national development. It is not for nothing that we are said to be the far estate of the realm. So that also underscores that we have a role to play. Now come to women. There are several things that women go through, which are peculiar to women, that needs visibility, that needs for people to know, especially in our kind of society when men are more than women when you look at elective and appointive offices. The peculiarity of women and children, and indeed our men, has to be addressed, given the visibility of deserve. That's where NAWOJ comes in strongly. And in the last 33 plus years, NAWOJ has been doing that. And this is a defining moment. The fact that we have emerged with structure, we have emerged with the office of our own, and looking forward to building our everything, just like our other sister organizations have done.
The Nigerian ex-country director of Action Aid, NAOB, and the new country director, Andrew Mamedu, said Action Aid will continue to support NAWOJ like never before.
For us in the development world, I'm happy that you now have an office, so the stage is set for NAWOJ to move ahead. And I'm very, very comfortable now to say that at the press of a button, when the right of a girl or a woman is violated today, I only need to call Ladi, I only need to call Amina, who is the president of FIDA, for us to track that very girl to the roots. I want to let you know that you are the Namosa Arabas of today. You are the Fumila Ransom Putis of today. You are the Margaret Edwards of today. And so, look at another sister as someone you need to save. Many of you are privileged. All of you who are seated here, when you started your secondary school, it's not everybody that went to primary school with you completed their school. their school. And also, not many of them went to the university with you. You are starting here with like that. Let's put Nigeria first. We say NAWOJ first, but Nigeria first. This is a great country. And the country, if you just leave it as it is going down. We are happy to work with you. I'm happy to work with you to continue to be a mentor to whoever emerges or who is the president, to continue to work with them. But first, you must unite yourself. The touch of unity. Unity and love must come from your heart, from your soul.
Over the course of last year, we call it partnership assessment and monitoring. We planned NAWOJ in a very small space where we were attaching with another NJ, right? And I'm saying this for myself because I went to the new office after we gave NAWOJ funding, and I saw the amazing work that has been done there. Every one of you NAWOJers, I want to congratulate you. To see that you are able to accommodate, allow us to train you, build capacity at different levels, put policies and structures in place, rent an office, buy the equipment as you have said you will do. You did. Say, please continue in the spirit and in the team spirit and the leadership that we have seen so far.
The national positions were keenly contested, and leaders emerged to pilot the affairs of the association for another 3 years. For the elected national president, Aisha Bura, the victories marks a significant turnaround for her, who faced defeat against Ladi in 2020 in Minna, Niger State. On the 3rd, she re-strategized and returned to the 11th Triennial Delegates Conference to fulfill her aspiration. Aisha garnered 498 votes to defeat the incumbent president Ladi Bala, who got 381 votes. In another notable outcomes of the conference, Lilian Okonkwo emerged triumphant with 521 votes, securing the position of deputy national president by defeating Falake, who garnered 313 votes. Wasila Lade, who clinched victory, defeating the incumbent Helen Udofa to claim the role of national secretary. Along with others elected executives, Aisha was immediately sworn as the new national president.
I, Aisha Ibrahim, do solemnly swear, and affirm that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Nigeria Association of Women Journalists and the Nigerian Union of Journalists. I will discharge my duties to the best of my ability, faithfully, and in accordance with the NAWOJ Constitution.
Under my consideration,
all shall become known to me.
All shall become known to me.
Except as may be required.
Except as may be required.
For the due discharge of my duties.
For the due discharge of my duties. As
A remarkable aspect of this election was the comprehensive success of all candidates associated with Aisha Bala's team, operating under the banner Team Unite. Their victories across various positions underscore a unified approach and resonated with the association's commitment to cohesion and collective progress. I am Faith Abdulgafar reporting for MLC TV.
The Bura National Students Association FCT College of Education Zuba Abuja has honored the convener of AVOYI team for ODODO, who doubles as the senior special assistant to Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello on electronic media, AVOYI Uwongu, with an award of excellence for her humanitarian services. AVOYI also commended for canvassing for support and votes for the successful outcome of the election of Governor-elect Usman Ododo Ahmed. The award was given to her during the annual Cultural Day and Awards presentation of the Bura students. In a response, AVOYI Uwongo, who was represented by one of her executives, AVOYI team for ODODO Abuja branch, Aliu Musa, commended the organizer and promised to always carry the students along in the scheme of things when it comes to supporting them to become better in the society. Aliu urged them to be good ambassadors of their school and the country of Nigeria. He thanked them for traveling to Kogi to vote for the governor-elect and assured them that the governor-elect would not disappoint them. And on politics, the Kogi State All Progressive Congress Campaign Council has called on the general public to hold the Social Democratic Party in the state responsible if anything untoward happens to the Independent National Electoral Commission's office in Lokoja. The campaign council said the party was convinced that the false alarm raised by the SDP over a purported planned attack on the INEC office was to cover up the party's sinister motive of raising down the INEC office and turning around to blame it on the APC, as they know they have no evidence to substantiate their characteristics lies about the credibility of the Kogi State governorship poll that has been adjudged as the best in the democratic history of our dear state. A statement on Sunday night signed by the Director of Media and Publicity spokesperson for the council, Kingsley Famu, said their clandestine move to cover up their propaganda fraud claimed about the election is well documented, as we call on security agencies to fortify security around the offices of the Independent National Electoral Commission across the state. The SDP had in a statement on Sunday claimed that it had uncovered plans to burn down INEC office in Kogi State. Deputy Governor Philip Shaibu has officially declared his ambition to succeed his principal, Governor Godwin Obaseki, as Governor of Edo State in the 2024 election. The announcement comes after weeks of speculation about Shaibu's plans. In a pre-recorded speech, he said this is why today he stands before them with great conviction and resolve, as he declares his intention to run for the office of the Governor of Edo State under the platform of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) in the upcoming 2024 election, and he is confident that with their support, they can take Edo State to even greater heights. Shaibu launched his campaign office in Benin City, the state capital, after the declaration. Recall that last week the Deputy Governor revealed that he will formally declare his intention to run for the 2024 Edo State governorship election this week. And on the foreign scene, Niger has started running its biggest solar power plants, filling in the shortage brought about by a cut in imported power supply from neighboring Nigeria in July. Energy Minister Mahaman Mustafa Bakay said quality of electricity supply had improved in the capital and other towns following the coming online of the solar plant. The French embassy in Mali has said it notes the operational launch of the plant but warns that it faces operational risk as it could not be finalized under the conditions initially planned. The plant, built by a French consortium, was initiated in 2018 and inaugurated on 5th July this year by former President Mohamed Bazoum, EU representative Joseph Borrell, and the French ambassador. The plant has over 55,000 solar panels and can generate 30 megawatts of electricity. Bakay, the junta's energy minister, on Sunday said the plant's coming into operation had been made possible by the technical workers who remained. Nigeria, which accounted for 70% of the power brought by the Nigerian sole power provider, cut its electricity supply soon after the coup. After neighboring countries imposed sanctions on the military leaders, most of Niger has since then suffered frequent blackouts. Sierra Leone has spent the night under a nationwide curfew after armed men broke into prisons freeing inmates. The West African nation's information minister said detainees from a number of major facilities were released on Sunday morning. President Julius Maada Bio later said most of the leaders behind the attack has been arrested. In a televised address, he described the event as a breach of security and an attack on democracy. He carefully avoided calling them an attempted coup. He said calm had been restored but gave no details about who the perpetrators were or what they wanted. The political situation in Sierra Leone has remained tense since June, when President Bio was re-elected, narrowly missing out on the need to have a runoff. After the attack, the Ministry of Information declared an immediate curfew, which was due to be lifted on Monday. Residents across the country were strongly recommended to stay indoors, and flights to and from the nation's only international airport have been cancelled. It is unclear exactly how many prisoners were released, but videos shared on social media showed several people fleeing from the area of Freetown's central Pademba Road prison. And in sports, let's join Jonah Malik for the latest sports updates.
Hello and glad to have you on Sports Update on MLC TV Global News. I am Jonah Malik. Thanks for joining me. Rivers United have started their group stage campaign in the CAF Confederations Cup on an impressive note following a 3-0 victory against Academica de Lobito of Angola in Uyo on Sunday night. Stanley Egumesa took the lead through Samuel Antwi on 3 minutes into the game, with Paul Ode providing the assist. Ode scored the second goal 2 minutes after the break. The hosts put the game beyond the visitors with Shadrach Asigbu nothing the third on the hour mark. In the other Group C game, Club Africa of Tunisia defeated Ghana's Dreams FC 2-0. Rivers United occupied the top spot in the group on goal difference. The Port Harcourt club will face Dreams FC in their next game at the Cape Coast Stadium next Sunday. Still on sport, a dominant Yannick Sinner outclassed Australia's Alex de Minaur to help Italy secure their first Davis Cup title for 47 years. Matthew Arnaldi beat Alexi Popperin 7-5, 2-6, 6-4 in the Navy opening single match to put Italy 1-0 up in Malaga, Spain. Sinner then backed up his sterling week with a 6-3, 6-0 win over de Minaur. It is the second time Italy have lifted the Davis Cup, having previously won the title in 1976. Australia were bidding for the 29th Davis Cup title, but have now lost back-to-back finals, having been beaten by Canada last year. And that's all on Sports Updates. I am Jonah Malik reporting. Back to our caster for more stories.
Thank you, Jonah. Joy Dada has the latest in the world of entertainment.
In a dazzling display of talent and glamour, Manchester Movies International, in collaboration with Black Wall Street, hosted the Kogi Blazing My Talent Hunt at the Manchester International College Hall in Lokongoma, Lokoja. The two-day event buzzed with excitement as the stage lit up with electrifying performances when participants showcased their skills in acting and singing, vying for a chance to shine in the entertainment industry.
It's a breakthrough from the dawn.
The result of the autopsy. Father, stop behaving as if you don't know what I'm talking about. Was it that guy? I did it for us. For 3 of us. Pardon? What did I just hear you say?
The panel of judges, consisting of prominent figures such as Big Sonny, K Solo, Jide Kosoko, and Yul Edochie, did justice in the evaluation of the participants' performance. An industry luminary, Yul Edochie, expressed that not all participants did well, and he would tell it to their faces as this would help them improve their skills, and he also shared his personal experience of facing rejections that helped him improve in his skills.
Seriously, it's not a joke. If you tell me that I didn't do well, I'll say, okay, how can I do better? And I go back, work on myself, and I come back better. That's how I got here. Right now, if you drive motor come Nollywood, they will give you role because of your car. So they'll be using your car. They just once you bring car or you fine girl, they give you role. Those days it don't be like that. No matter how you find, if you cannot deliver, you go home. I'll tell you straight to your face that you didn't do well. If you want to cry, cry. You want to hate me. I don't give a damn. But you'll always remember that you told you the truth. So it will make you work harder. That's the only way you can improve. An actor reads. You must be an avid reader.
Veteran actor Jide Kosoko commended the participants for their exceptional performances and discovery of raw talent yet to be tapped in Kogi State.
I must confess that I am amazed. I saw quite a number of talents, both in acting and music. Yes, we have potential stars here.
In a thrilling finale on the day 2 of the music contest, Olamide Ajishebioba emerged winner as the standout talent of the Kogi Blazing My Talent Hunt, securing the top spot and a generous prize of 1.5 million naira. The second runner-up, Bredan Agbo, earned a commendable prize of 1 million naira, while Joseph Victor clinched the third runner-up position, receiving 500,000 naira. Olamilekun Ajishebioba, the newly crowned champion, in an interview with MLC TV expressed his belief at his victory, stating that he never thought he would come this far and the wins means a lot to him, so he owes it all to his mom.
It's my time. That's why let's say I'm happy. I don't know how to put myself. So I'm so excited. I like my mom. I want to say thank you for
Bredan Agbo, the second runner-up, and Joseph Victor, third runner-up, shared their aspirations for the future and expressed gratitude to Black Wall Street and Majesty Movies. While other participants were awarded certificate of participation. I am Dorcas Anyopoju, reporting for MLC TV.
Thank you. And that is the size of our package. Kindly support us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, Malakai TV. Like and follow our Facebook pages, MLC TV and MLC TV 2. MLC TV Yoruba and Igbira Vabe MLC TV. Instagram, MLC TV 2021. X, Malakai TV. And TikTok, Malakite_TV. For your event coverage, appearance on any of our programs, contributions, comments, advert placements, or sponsorship, please call or send SMS to any of our numbers displayed on your screen. Join Malakai TV online on weekends to watch our various programs. Saturday, 7 p.m. Political Arena, Sunday, 6 p.m. Women's World, and Monday, 9 a.m. The Opinion. It is Malakai TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. Please be your brother's keeper to build a happier and better society together. I am Jennifer Odimayo. Thanks for watching.